Hi, my name is Laura Lacamara, and I'm an author and an illustrator. And my schooling was such that I went to the University of Long Beach, Cal State Long Beach, and got my BFA, my degree in fine arts. So I started out as an illustrator or artist, and then I also became an author later on, and now I do both. I've been going to, with these books that I've illustrated and written, I go out to the community. I go to different places, schools, elementary schools all over Los Angeles, and I give my presentations to children and to get them to be inspired and to have the insight as to what it takes to do illustration and what it takes to write a story, and also to encourage them that they could write their own stories using their own life happenings, the things that are dear to them that they know, that they could use those things to make stories, and that they too can become authors and potentially illustrators in their future. Now, when I was little, I came here to the United States when I was around 6 years old, and I didn't speak. I actually came earlier and then left and came back again, but basically I started school when I was 6 years old here in Los Angeles, in the Valley. Now, it was white suburbia. In other words, I was really the only Latino person that I knew in that time. And I didn't speak a word of English because I was speaking Spanish with my family, and up to that point I had not gone to school except for to learn Spanish in Puerto Rico, where I did kindergarten. Now, here I was learning English. I felt very isolated. I brought food to school that was strange. People were like, "What is that picadillo?" And I would bring kind of different things, and all my friends would bring bologna on white bread, and I thought that was strange, but I thought I was stranger because everybody else seemed like they were different than me, and they would point at me and they would make fun of me. And my biggest obstacle that I had to overcome was to learn English because I was thrown in without knowing a single word. What they would do during the day is they would take us aside and put us in what they called the trailer, and it was really an ESL trailer where they taught us English. But I felt bad because I was taken out of the class and a few other people in the school, but out of my class I was the only one taken out. I felt isolated, and what's wrong with me? Because I have to go off into this strange trailer, not all day, part of the day, and learn English. But that is something that will stay with me all my life, that I was thrown into a school where everybody else was, I was different from everybody else. But, you know, eventually I started learning English, and I started making friends, and I overcame the obstacle of feeling so different because I not became like them, but became more myself and accepted myself. And then now, later on, as I became an artist, I realized more and more, hey, not only is it okay to be different, it's great to be different. Being different is what makes me an artist, and it's what makes me who I am today. Thank you.